My affidavit of assets and liabilities.
Opposition you have filed.
The opposition also, my lord.
How soon can you should be ready with that? If you filed the extension application, unless you're ready with
2 weeks, my lord, I'll file.
no question of 2 weeks. You have to
Initially, there was a direction for me, my lord, paying my lord 50,000. I've complied with that.
you have not done a favor to anybody.
No, my lord. My lord, the order of this honorable court, my lord, I've
You
complied with
are
it.
consistently avoiding the contesting this. 50,000 then, and that will be the price for your grant of extension. 1 year back, you were directed. You are not paying. You have paid 50,000. That's enough.
My lord, your lordship, my lord, directed me to pay 1 lakh. That, my lord, even that.
Total, what amount have you paid?
Only that 1 lakh 50.
My lord, 1 lakh, my lord, I've paid, my lord, pursuant to.
When did you pay 1 lakh?
Respondent white.
My lord, I'm for the appellant petitioner, my lord. This application is at my instance, my lord. My lord, the affidavit of service, my lord, I've served the application.
What is the application for?
There was a direction, my lord, for filing the my lord, affidavit of assets and liabilities, my lord. I'm praying for an extension of time, my lord, to file that.
On 21st of March 2020.
My lord, in the meantime, my lord, may I just inform, my lord, whatever your lordship has directed me to pay, I've already paid. No payment is, my
On
lord, left.
21st of March 2024, my lord, the liberty was given to file the affidavit of assets and liabilities, my lord.
What is the delay? Reason for the delay?
My lord, certain documents could not be, my lord, gathered, my lord. In the meantime, my lord, there was, my lord, some medical issues with my client also, my lord. He was, my lord,
You have filed your opposition.
Yes, my lord. My affidavit of assets also, my lord.
opposite, my lord, the assets and liabilities. These assets and, my lord,
Oh, no question of us.
Application for
Right. So you have filed your affidavit of asset and your application of this is there.
Yes, my lord.
So now you have to file your opposition also.
my lord, only, my lord, my affidavit of assets and liabilities. My lord.
Opposition you have filed.
My lord, the opposition also, my lord.
How soon can you should be ready with that? If you have filed the extension application, unless you're ready
2
with
weeks, my lord, I'll file.
no question of 2 weeks. You have to file it by tomorrow. If you have filed an application for extension, show your bona fides. No, then we are rejecting the
My lord,
application.
kindly
We'll hear it
consider-
without your
my lord,
affidavit.
kindly
We'll do
consider-
adverse
my lord,
inference.
kindly consider, my lord, one aspect, my lord. There was initially
When were you directed?
directed, my lord, some
When?
time back, my lord, some
What is the date?
21st.
21st of 31st of March. Well,
Why should
21st
you-
of March, my lord, was the direct.
21st of March.
2024, my lord.
No question of an extension in any way.
My lord, kindly
We'll
consider.
draw adverse inference and
My lord,
believe him.
my lord, kindly considers only one aspect, my lord. My lord, initially there was a direction for me, my lord, paying, my lord, 50,000. I've complied with that.
You have not done a favor to anybody.
My lord, no, my lord. My lord, the order of this honorable court, my lord, I've
You
complied with
are
it.
consistently avoiding the contesting this.
My lord, certainly not, my lord.
Give another 50,000 then, and that will be the price for your grant of extension. 1 year back, you were directed. You are not paying. You have paid 50,000. That's enough.
My lord, there was, my lord, subsequently, your lordship, my lord, directed me to pay 1 lakh. That, my lord, even that.
Total, what amount have you paid?
Only that 1 lakh 50.
My lord, 1 lakh, my lord, I've paid, my lord, pursuant to.
When did you pay 1 lakh? Because of your delay.
My
No
lord,
other
kindly, my lord, takes a, my lord, paragraph
when
9
did you direct?
My lord, 9th of February 2025, the appeal was, my lord, taken up. My lord, there was a direction of your lordship, my lord, to pay 1 lakh, my lord. I've paid, my lord.
You have to file both the opposition and the extension and the affidavit in affidavit of asset by the end of this week. That is the last chance we are giving you. If you fail, you're gone.
My
The
lord,
present
my-
application.
My lord, one more week. My lord,
No.
my lord,
No.
my lord, kindly consider.
No.
My lord, 11th of February
No.
2025, my lord.
No.
paid.
No. 1 year have already lapsed. Can 3 of
My lord,
2025?
one more, my lord, 3, my lord. My lord, my lord, speaking on my client's, my lord, instruction. My lord, my client's once, my lord, the matter, my lord, may my lord go for mediation. Since, my lord, already, my lord,
You are agreeable to mediation?
Lord, this is the first time, Lord, they have come up with this.
Take instruction. In the meantime, we'll dispose of this application. But this
Sir,
this
only
take-
one thing, kindly dispose it of. My Lord, let them, my Lord, give one address where I can find their advocate on record and the client. My Lord, every time I have to serve, I have to give them 3 notices. 3, my Lord, these 3 clients to the 3 different addresses, and their advocate on record doesn't receive notice. I have to send him by post.
Who is your advocate on record? You.
But let them give
Why
one
are you not
address.
receiving notices?
That chance, your lordship, I didn't have such factual in
Why are you not taking the notices?
I-
You will pay 50,000 more, your client.
my lord, kindly.
That is the cost you have to pay. That's as in lieu of cost of this.
Charba notice.
Utterly recalcitrant client. Utterly. Your advocate on record is not receiving notices because he doesn't have instruction. What do you think the court to be? You can dupe anybody. You are not paying alimony. We'll grant exemplary alimony against you and go up and challenge that. And we'll give full reasons for that.
My lord, tender my approach, my lord.
And you have to file your opposition and assets by the end of this week. Otherwise, we'll proceed without those. Learned Counsel, the CAN 3 of 2025 has been filed for extension of time for filing affidavit of assets and liabilities by the husband. Full stop. At the time of moving the application, Learned Counsel for the husband also points out that he seeks an extension of time to file the opposition to the alimony application as well. Full stop. Next para. We find from the records that the husband had been directed to file such opposition and affidavit of asset long back that is on March 21, 2024, comma, about 1 year back. Full stop. It is not at all credible that the husband could not obtain the documents required for filing such affidavit of assets for the long period of 1 year. Full stop. Next para. Hence, comma, otherwise the husband has not made out a case for grant of any extension of time, and ideally, comma, the court should proceed without such affidavit of asset. Full stop. Next para. Moreover, comma, it is pointed out by learned counsel for the respondent wife that the learned advocate on record appearing for the husband has been refusing service of even notices. Full stop. Next para. No satisfactory explanation in that regard can be furnished by the learned advocate on record for the husband who is present in court today, comma, led by Mr. Banerjee. Full stop. Next para. As such, comma, it is clearly evident that the husband is deliberately avoiding the disposal of the alimony application and to disclose his income. Full stop. Hence, comma, we direct. It is also brought to our notice that already an amount of rupees 1,50,000 has been paid by the husband to the wife, comma, in lieu of ad hoc payments pursuant to directions of court. Full stop. Next para. Such directions, comma, it is also clear, comma, were passed from time to time since the husband has been avoiding the final disposal of the alimony application. Full stop. However, comma, in order to give the husband a last opportunity to produce his affidavit of assets and opposition, comma, the time for filing affidavit of assets by the appellant husband and the time for filing affidavit of asset and affidavit in opposition by the appellant husband is extended for the last time till March 17, 2025. Full stop. Next para. Such extension is subject to cost of rupees 10,000 being paid within that period by the appellant husband to the respondent wife through the latter apostrophe is learned advocate on record. Full stop. Next para. In the event such affidavit of assets of the husband and or his opposition is not affirmed by March 17, 2025, and or the above costs are not paid to the respondent, comma, the court shall proceed to decide the alimony application by construing that there is no traverse to the allegations made in the alimony application and the affidavit of asset filed by the respondent wife. Full stop. Next para. In the event such affidavit of asset and or opposition is filed by the husband within the said period and the costs are paid, comma, the time for filing affidavit in reply, filing a composite affidavit in reply by the respondent wife, comma, dealing with the allegations made in the husband's affidavit of asset and the opposition is extended till March 24, 2025. Full stop. The application for alimony shall be listed on March 26, 2025. Full stop. Next para. Can 3 of 2025 is disposed of in the light of the above observations. Affidavit of service filed to be kept on record.
But only thing, my lord, is in the meantime, I'll let them, my lord, take a instruction on the mediation part, my lord.
Learned counsel, learned counsel for the husband also submits that the husband is agreeable to go for mediation. Full stop. The learned counsel for the respondent wife shall take instructions as to whether the respondent wife is also agreeable to the same and to intimate the court about such intention or otherwise on the returnable date.